Okay, 8th graders, you've had some time to think about your ideas. Can someone remind us of what the question is that we're trying to answer right now? Please?
What combination of the substances produce the gas when mixed together?
Okay, what combination of substances produce the gas when we mix them together? Okay, and what did people figure out about that, or what ideas do you have about what you saw, what we looked at?
That the only combination that worked was citric acid with baking soda and water.
Citric acid, baking soda, and water. Okay, and how did you come up with that idea?
Well, we saw when we combined all of the different ingredients that citric acid and baking soda, fizzed or bubbled when we put them together. But then both lemonade mixes also did. But when we look at the lemonade mixes, both of them have the ingredient of citric acid in those mixes.
Okay. Does anybody else want to say that in a different way? Can someone restate Amanda's idea? Maybe go specifically back into your evidence and tell me where exactly in your evidence that you have in your notebook that we found those things. There was a whole lot in what Amanda said. I'd like to break it out just a little bit. So I'm hearing Amanda making a claim. Let's start there. Do people agree with Amanda's claim that those are the three substances?
Could she repeat that?
Yeah, could someone repeat what are the three substances? Somebody tell me one.
Citric acid.
Citric acid, okay. And someone tell me another one.
Baking soda.
Baking soda. And the third one is?
Lemonade.
Lemonade? Did all of the things that react have lemonade? Go back to your reaction chart. Did all of them have lemonade?
No.
So there were three combinations, right? Did all three of them have?
Oh, no. I don't know. Does citric acid have lemonade in it?
What do you guys think? I've lost your name and I can't see your name. Jen. What do you guys think about Jen's idea? Does citric acid have lemonade in it?
No. So Ron, you're shaking your head no.
Yeah.
So what do you know about the lemonade mix and the citric acid?
Well, I think citric acid is in lemonade, not the other way around. I think citric acid is kind of.
And where do you have evidence for that?
Just looking at the lemonade mix labels.
Does everybody have your lemonade mix labels? I think it's on page 27 in your notebook.
There's no label for citric acid, so I think it's just one thing. So I think the lemonades have citric acid in it. But I think citric acid is just citric acid, no lemonade in it, or nothing else.
Jen, what do you think about Ryan's idea?
I see now, I looked at my chart from the property data, and I see citric acid is just citric acid. But lemonade mix, it says it's a mixture of things.
Okay, so you're kind of right? Citric acid and lemonade mix, we can almost use them interchangeably, but they're not quite exactly the same. So if we want to be really accurate, we should be a little careful about how we talk about them. But they definitely do include the same substance, which the scientific name of that is citric acid. Chris, go ahead.
I was going to say what the third one that Amanda said was, but I disagree.
You disagree with Amanda's? Okay, so let's not put it up there. What did she say?
She said citric acid, baking soda, and water.
Right.
But I disagree. I realized we just don't really only test them with water.
Okay.
But we had other liquids that were in the bath bomb. We didn't really test them with coconut oil or with vegetable oil.
So we didn't test baking soda with vegetable oil?
We did, but we didn't test citric acid and baking soda and oil. And all of them had oils in it, so I'm thinking that maybe it's important.
All right, so maybe we should double check that. That shouldn't be hard to do. We should check and see if there are other liquids.
I don't understand. Why is that a problem?
Well, we tested every combination of the citric acid and baking soda with the water, right? But we didn't test it like something like they've got to be in a liquid. I get that, but there was another liquid that was in.
We didn't test it. You're right.
How come it has to be in? I guess that's where I'm confused.
I feel like
because I remember, and maybe I forgot something, but I kind of remember we took the bath bomb, but it has oil in it, but it's not reacting. It's not. It didn't bubble, but we put it in water.
Right, but these didn't bubble unless we put those three together. I just wonder what would happen if we put those two with oil. There's got to be a reason for the oil.
Okay.
But aren't they? Aren't they together in the bath bomb? Would it bubble in the bath bomb?
Right.
I think it's a really interesting question. For the moment, we have not tested other liquids other than water as to see if it will react with other liquids. And that's, I think, what I hear your question is. Am I getting that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we said it's certainly something we could look at furthermore. But for the moment, for the data that we have, do you agree that water
It works
was
with water,
necessary
yeah.
to trigger it?
Not that it's, I don't know if
Without
it's
the water, it
necessary.
doesn't work.
With water, it does
With
work.
water, it does work.
With
yeah.
water, it does work.
Yeah,
But the two things by themselves don't work.
right.
Right. Okay.
Tom has
So, Tom, can you help us sort this out?
Just to follow what Michael said, though, one of the homemade bath bomb recipes has water in it. And
Several-
it doesn't fizz either.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
Actually, I
Let's
think
go
a
look
lot
at
of
the page. Can you guys find the page that
It was
has
C,
the
right?
ingredients list? I think that was back a little bit further.
For the bath bombs.
For all of the recipes for the store-bought. Is that what you're thinking about, Tom?
Yes.
With those four
Recipe.
things?
A, B, and D all
D,
have
and
water
then they
in
all
them.
have water.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense.
I didn't see that.
Does only one of them have it?
3 of them. A, B, and
Everything
D.
except for C, and C didn't really work that well.
What about the store-bought?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Also had water in it.
And
So that's
clear
really interesting. That's really interesting, right? Did those solids look like they had water in them?
Oh, maybe it's just not enough.
How much water is in those ingredients, in those recipes? Is it a lot of water or is it a very small amount? Can you look at the amount?
It says 1/3 tea.
Third T.
So
Table.
big T or little T?
Little tea.
Little T, teaspoons.
That's
So those are
teaspoon.
about this big, right? And a third of that. Compare that to, how much is the biggest ingredient in those recipes? Half a cup. Can you show me with your hands how big a half a cup is? Does anybody help their moms make cookies? Right? So we're talking about a very little amount compared to a large amount of solids.
So I'm gonna T for a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna T. What are you thinking right now?
I probably should, I'm thinking I've dug myself a hole and I need to get out of it.
Right.
I'm not entirely sure.
So,
How to do it.
so you've honored the ideas, like saying we need to ask them the questions. You allowed this interaction where they can sort of challenge and push on each other.
Right.
And you've redirected us to say, okay, do we agree that it does work with water?
Right.
Right? Now we probably need to get another rabbit hole.
Okay. So what's the best way to do that?
So I say, okay, I'm really loving this conversation. I'm hoping that we can test these things, some of these things in other substances later. For now, can we agree that citric acid, baking soda, and water
Definitely do
cause
work.
the gases? And then keep them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So can we say I did that?
Yeah.
So, very interesting conversations. I think you're right, we might need to do some more testing, but can we agree for the moment that at least this combination works? There may be other combinations that work, but for the moment, these things definitely do work.